Good afternoon. You are back to Navigating Our Industry with myself and Konstantin Bofu every Thursday at 1 o'clock. And today we got a very special guest. His name is Tshenolo Sono. He's going to be telling us about his media entity called Abangani Bami. But let's just jump into it without further ado.
Can you tell our listeners a bit about yourself and your role at our company?
Marketing analyst strategy at Abangani Bami. I basically handle all the advertising, the marketing work in the company. And Abangani Bami, in simple terms and in short terms, is basically a company that helps people achieve their potentials. And basically, like, we help the content creators reach the content creators that they want to, help market. We help corporate companies in terms of getting the correct clients that they want. So we basically are in media enterprise, and that's what we basically do in the short term.
That sounds intriguing. Now, let's talk about professional skills. In your opinion, what do you consider the most crucial professional skills for success in the media industry?
Let's talk about professional skills, right? Let me just look into it. In your own opinion, right, what do you consider is the most crucial professional skill in this media entity, or rather in the media industry as abroad?
The most crucial, skill, I feel it should be discipline. You need to discipline yourself in this industry. This industry can test you in so many ways. You can make mistakes, and it's all about you. Are you gonna dwell on your mistakes, or are you gonna discipline yourself and be like, okay, I'll learn, I'll do better, and I'll fight for what I want to learn.
You guys heard, discipline is one major key.
You need to have discipline.
So moving on.
Sure.
I like the initiative we took in terms of discipline, right? But discipline comes with leadership.
Yes.
Am I lying on that? That's
lying.
the main key. So talking about leadership, right? I want you to give us a significant role, right, in many professions. Like, how important do you think leadership is? And can you also state an example of your own experience that you think leadership kinda is like the main key to make the listeners understand further of that?
So when you're a leader, right,
Yes.
you need to have leadership skills. Leadership skills is having the ability to understand people, it's to have the ability to understand people and to speak to people and to give people roles. So with me, when I say discipline, you need to also discipline yourself as a leader.
That's
right?
correct.
So when I need to be a leader to my people, I need to tell myself, you know what, I need to give the correct roles. I need to listen to the people. And if me as an individual, I'm not listening to the people, I'll also be failing myself and the company. So it's very important to be disciplined, and it's very important also to show leadership and give the direction, because if there's no direction, we will not go to the vision that we have.
You mind stating an example?
So an
of your
example
own experience?
of my own experience. I remember on my first day, I did not clash with the people. So we had a work overload, and I said, guys, everyone must group themselves into team and divide the work. And it went bad. We couldn't, divide the work into proportionally. Everyone wanted to be with other people. There was big fights and all that. But I was not professional enough for myself to lead them and say, guys, this is the work, this is how we should do it, and this is the due date that is supposed to be there. And that was a mess, and I've learned from that.
You guys heard that was a perfect example.
On. Now go. Sure.
Moving on to the next question. You guys heard he was talking about leadership, but now we're moving. Let's just shift the gears a bit, right? Do you believe there's a value in tertiary students completing work placement and professional skills training before they graduate and joining the working environment in the real world?
Yes, very much so. When you bring in these kids, you're not just teaching them how the real world is, but you're also showing them how the world of work is. So it's very important, and it also gives them the experience of working in a workplace. So yes, it is important.
It is important.
Yes.
So I think shout out to experiential learning. I think we really need that type of subject to clear it off. But to end off the show right now, I'm gonna conclude it into what I've taken from him is that there's very main points that you kind of stated out, which was discipline, leadership, and having to have experience and be ready for the real world. And that's it for me. educating the industry. Before I forget my show, make sure you tune in. It is Good Nuts. Shout out.